It's time for QB1 with Crissy, Froyd, and Carson Strong of the Philadelphia Eagles is the quarterback that we're talking about today. Crissy, a quarterback that has fallen on the depth chart as we've seen the months kind of go by. How do you assess his strengths and weaknesses overall?
Yeah, I think that we saw a lot of really good things from him in college, to be honest with you. I think that he had one of the best deep balls. I think he was really accurate. I think he was a super polished passer. So I think that there's just something to be said about making the transition to the NFL. And I think that maybe with Reed Sinnett and some of the other guys that they have over there, they're just simply outplaying him as a rookie. And I know that there were some injury concerns surrounding him, and there were some things that were said about the interview process as well with him. And so there's a lot of things to wonder about, and then about how well he's picking up the offense. I thought it was just really weird though that we didn't see him in that first preseason game. So it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out. But I think, unfortunately, as someone who pushed this quarterback prospect a lot, he does seem to have fallen on the depth chart, is being outperformed by the other quarterbacks there.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to read between the tea leaves, obviously, but when you see a quarterback like this not get an opportunity in a preseason game, when this is the chance for somebody who is in exactly his position to show what they can do, your ultimate takeaways from there that that's not a good sign.
Yeah, I don't think that it is. I think that it's still only the first week of the preseason, so we'll have to see how things shake out. Maybe things can change a little bit for him, but I think that there's no real positive way to take a rookie not playing a single snap in a preseason game, which is the time for them to shine, essentially.
And just elsewhere, as it relates to Carson Strong, I mean, he has been up against some stigmas, I guess, some rumors, a little bit of a polarizing factor like so many of these quarterbacks have. I mean, can you just kind of detail for us some of the barriers that he's had to overcome to even reach this point?
Yeah, I think there's a stigma that surrounds air raid quarterbacks a lot. And I think that it's just so interesting to have watched how this has fallen apart, because this was a quarterback that ahead of last season, some people had going as high as the #1 overall pick in the draft. And then several others had him falling absolutely no later than the mid round. So I think it's just been really odd to watch how this has progressed. And there's a lot of things that we still don't know that could be factors that there have been in the rumor mill. But when we go back to the stigma itself, air raid quarterbacks are kind of seen as guys who run a simple offense that have a hard time transitioning to the NFL. And then, of course, he's a pure pocket passer, doesn't have a whole lot of mobility. I know he spent some time working on rolling out and throwing on the run a little bit this offseason, seems to have gotten better at it. But between the pure pocket passer thing, the air raid thing, and then looking at all the rumors about his knee and all the injury concerns and stuff like that, those are three really big factors working against him that could kind of turn the tide against him.
And so all that considered, what is the outlook moving forward, do you think?
I think that's up to Carson Strong and the Eagles, honestly, to go through the rest of this preseason and to show what he's got. And right now, with the reports that he is falling down the depth chart, I mean, there's no way to perceive that positively. It's really hard to, even if this is a quarterback prospect that you like, and I found myself to do a lot. So I would say that there's still time for him to prove something. We see things on the depth chart change all the time. Every week's a new week in the NFL. And so I think he still has a chance. And then if not with the Eagles, I think he can get a chance elsewhere. But I think things have obviously got to improve.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more QB1.